Opalite, write that out as a word. Yeah, man. Because Phil used to come in and just say first. There we go. I don't know what my hair's doing today, guys. Let's just mess it up a little more for the viewers. There we go. Oh, man. Okay, Star. I'm just gonna get into it, dude. Yo, W streak maps. Oof. It's time, guys. What happened last season? Okay, y'all want to recap? Wow, the graphics might be a little too pretty. We got God Rays this. Yo! Star! Star! I finally got them working. We have shiny evolutions this season. No, just shiny evolutions, Bobo. strictly evolutions. The W streaks. No, don't go to bed. No, you're staying. We just started the stream. Oh man. You're fine. 2 rampages online. Shut up, away. W streak, Bubba. W streak map. W streak maps. Last season. Rampage went to R3. Yeah, actually, let's just do a hold up. You never have to stay. I was just poking at you, Maps. You're fine. Let's get into it, y'all. We're actually gonna. So, in Rampage Realms Season 4, because I mean this is the final season. I should probably recap y'all on everything that happened ever, right? Rampage Realms Season 4 was kind of... Now, we've always had a slight story going on in the background. We had the ERS in Season... So, actually, yeah, we'll start at Season 1. Season 1, we were introduced to... No, Bobo, the realm is ending. When this season is over, you will log on Minecraft and you will see the realm will be down and unplayable. Anyway. So Season 1, we're introduced to a few groups. We have one unnamed thing, but it's run by like some greedy, corrupt kings, right? These fighting arenas, and our characters fight in them, and they get rewards. But I mean, it's relatively a small thing. And then we're introduced to the ERS, which we at that point know them as the Emerald Revenue Service, and they just tax people on emeralds, especially people that have villager farms. After, you know, building and fighting monsters and demons, a long journey, there's this grand finale in the middle of the nether where every single entity ever was teleported into some sort of fighting arena. And our, you know, heroes, our characters, were able to kill every single one of them. So it was just... Yes, Star, you're good. I mean, this realm's theme, guys, we're gonna get into it, but like, don't worry too much about how y'all look, okay? But our characters, you know, they got to this point where everyone except for Super Taden and Starlight were alive. And then, as they think they've finally gotten freedom, Super Taden puts his shotgun barrel to Star's head and pulls the trigger. And that's how Season 1 ended. Everyone except for Taden died. Season 2, our characters got there, and then someone got a god tool and started pasting things everywhere. So they were corrected. The season ended, and a corrector came by and killed every single one of them. Um, Season 3. Bobo, stop. Just stop, okay? Season 3 is not canon. None of what happened in season 3 matters. And that's just because there was some scummy stuff going on in season 3. People stealing other people's loot, lying about it, blah, 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 blah. And that one was more just like a fun season. Season 4 is when the real story started to pick up, though. We had the Anarchist, we had King Rampage. I mean, it's a lot, and people write better than I talk, obviously. Star. But, we had King Rampage, who had a whole family. He had a daughter, he had a son, he had a wife. His son was brutally murdered by a zombie, so he was left with his wife and his daughter. Then he met a lonely girl with a kind heart named Star, and he allowed her to marry his daughter. And Star then had a family, King Rampage's daughter. Later on, a homeless cat person that Rampage let into the kingdom killed his wife and then attempted to kill his daughter, but was ultimately decapitated in front of the castle. Then a zombie killed the rest of his family, leaving only him and Star left. When the lore was intense, and yeah, because the ERS had slight stuff to it, but this is when the lore actually started. Yeah, they found the zombies had a plot to destroy everyone, but none of what the zombies said really lined up with what was going on. Until eventually, after killing all the zombies, Rampage falls into a trap, and he looks around, and he sees a note from the Anarchist. I'm pretty sure the note was in Latin, right? And it was saying, see you soon, goat. Deeper. And calm down, Star. Rampage is sent on a mission to kill a dragon, and he does. He successfully kills the dragon. He's able to get the egg. He puts the egg in a system, right? And he thinks that the system teleports the egg to the Anarchist. And then he flips a lever that explodes his castle and opens up a rift to a dimension of doom and despair. He later on investigated where the Anarchist portal thing was and realized the egg just fell into a hole. There was nothing there. It was just a system to kind of distract. W Watch Street Tristan. From that rift, these W Watch Street Star, these demons and these W Watch Street Star, W Watch Street Tristan. I read Star's message. That's hilarious. W Watch Street Opalite. That's guys. I'm breaking over here. No. No. So these demons, these monsters, they came out the portal, and they were basically every time you killed one, more would come back. Until one day, when wandering this vast, the kingdom that King Rampage abandoned after the castle was destroyed. The heads of all these monsters are put on spikes, and they see a note from someone that calls themselves the Corrector, saying, "It was so easy to kill these monsters. How could you not kill them sooner? You're weak. You suck. Blah blah blah." Our characters then met this Corrector. Some people fell for his lies. Some people lied to him, saying they believed the lies. Ultimately, they helped him leave. Then we moved on to season 5. In season 5, we were introduced to the Lost Traveler, who said hi to Rampage R5 and to Star R5 of the whole group. Bobo, whatnot. It was revealed that the Lost Traveler was another corrector, Corrector R5. During this, Star befriended R5, but then she went to find elves, and we never really saw from her again. We met a goblin named Umni. Am I saying that right, Star, or what? But we met a little goblin woman, and anything is bro. Shut up. So we met a goblin named Anything, and then she said blah blah. I'm helping build, yada yada yada. She helped build. She left, and then there was a ship that arrived. This ship was the same ship in season 4. It was R4, Corrector R4, which then we found out that was his title. It was his ship. He arrived. Upon arriving, more ships arrived. We had another one that was a spherical ship. We had one way in the distance that was also a sphere, but with wings. That ship had Star R7 in it. Every corrector there, except for one of them, came looking for a power source. The one that was not there looking for the power source was named Corrector R9. She was looking for the ship that Star arrived in, because that ship belonged to someone she knew, someone she cared about. After spending some time on this world, Rampage R5 befriended Star R7, and Rampage R5 was kidnapped in this ship that R9 had. R9 then confronted Star, was like, oh, we're gonna fight to the death. Winner gets to take the ship and go, but first let me, start up my ship, get it ready to move. As she said that, Rampage then escaped from the ship. When she walked into the ship that Rampage was just in, it exploded, killing her. Then, just a day later, a massive ship that is black and purple appears in the sky. R4 and R5 see it, and they both kind of bolt. After some time, the heroes can convince them, hey, we need to handle this. Star R7 flies up, looks through the thing, sees the true corrector. You're ugly, dude. He does something. Her suit powers off. She falls down almost to her death. W. Street Cozy. But she survives that. And then after some time, they plot. They say, hey, we're going to break into the ship. We're going to, kill him because he kidnapped Rampage's wife, Fawn. Eventually, they get there, and then they see some people. Wife. Rampage had a wife named Fawn. It was not his daughter. It was Star's daughter. R5. But yeah. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, Star. But they find this group of people. They find, some like lone wizard, I think that's what he was, and they find a man made of plants that called himself the Seed or something. They're like, okay, we can take this guy. So they all go to this goblin, the old champion, and they get the finest goblin steel, greatest armor you can get that is not, technologically enhanced. And they show up and they're like, oh, we're gonna kill the true corrector, blah blah blah. And then their armor just kind of shatters from off of them. And that's when they realize, like, if we push alone, we die, no matter what. We have to, push together. And so, after that, or maybe it was shortly before that, but Star and Rampage are kidnapped. They're brought into the ship. They see Fawn is there. They see R4 and R5 is there. R4 and R5 can't really speak. They're kind of like these mindless husks. Something similar to what R21 looked like. And they just and then Rampage is talking to Star, oh, we gotta handle them. They kill them. But Fawn is still trapped on the ship when they escape. A few days later, they're like, we're gonna free Fawn. We're gonna blow up this ship. We have the power source. They get to the ship. Now, the true corrector, keep in mind, is wearing his armor in this fight. So when the ship explodes, he's wearing his armor. And it appears his armor is mostly damaged from this, and that's why we don't see him wear it in any other season afterwards. But the ship is exploded. Rampage survives with his armor. The true corrector survives with his armor. Star is presumed dead. Bobo was brutally murdered in this moment because he decided to push alone, which our characters were taught as never a good thing to do. So everyone that pushed in died because they were forced to push in alone. Everyone except for the true corrector, Star, and Rampage died from the explosion. Hold up, I was just getting some rain going. Get some nice audio. Yeah, well, so in season 6, we are introduced to Saren. Is it Mazakil? Or I forget the name. The correct order would be 6, then 4, then blah blah blah. But I think this is, it's easier to tell it in the way it happened. But yeah, sorry, you are right. So they arrive. No memories with Star, Mazakil, and the Onyx Knight, Rocco. Mazakil is looking for his father. He is a fallen angel. He wants to kill his father for forsaking him and leaving him to drown, so to say. Saren is a pacifist. She could never do that. But he was her only friend. So after some convincing, she says, okay, I will help you. And as they go on this journey, every single one of them... No clue? No, I'm just recapping people on what happened throughout every single season so far. And every single one of them is tied to a post and kidnapped by a corrector wearing this heroic uniform. He has yellowish, goldish skin. He calls himself Corrector R2. And he says he's the right hand to the greatest corrector of all time, R9. And, you can kind of tell by the way he talks about her, and, oh, she's great, blah, blah, like, he kind of has a crush on her, or whatever. Point is, he kills Mazakil. Star watched it, or not Star, sorry, Saren watched it, Onyx watched it. There's a dude named Fred. Fred gets killed as well. It's quite heartbreaking. They're able to escape. When they wake up, their town is taken over. There's statues of R2. There's posters. There's, he's this great guy. And that's when a ship appears. The ship of... And we're missing things. There's another corrector named R6, and he's a good guy, and he's nice, and he warns them when he sees a black and purple probe. That's bad. We probably shouldn't let that linger for long. But... they get here. They say, okay, this guy's bad. But what's that? And they point big old, you know, black and purple ship arrives. Very similar to the one we saw in season 5, but still different. From it comes the true corrector. He walks up to R2, he says, you know, you work for her. And he puts his hand on his face as if to caress his face, and then he brutally murders R2. Moving forward, you know, he leaves. He says he has to go handle some business. We can assume the business he was handling was, it was not the season 5 business. But it was something, right? We find out, you know, that was the season 9 one that he briefly visited, then left and revisited, whatever. But he goes and leaves for a while. Later he returns, says there's a parasite here. We need to get rid of it. They find out that it was Rocco, this character, raccoon person that they've known for a while. And Rocco gets in a struggle with the true corrector. The ship gets blown up. Rocco dies. They later on find another version of Rocco, which is not really fully confirmed if it was another parasite or if Rocco was real in the first place. But it doesn't matter, because when they find him, they find this town that looks like a cartoon town. And from it, there's these signs of death. And when they get back to their place, there's a house that looks like a cartoon house. And there's a character that calls himself Friend, and he can impersonate others, and he can make others forget others. And he slowly corrupts the town until every single one, except for Comet, thinks that he's their best friend, and they've all forgotten Saren. But Comet remembers Saren, and he goes to her, and he's like, hey, we need to handle this. And he talks to Onyx, and he makes Onyx remember. But they think, hey, we need help. We can't kill this guy on our own. Let's go get the true corrector. He's helped us before. When they go to get the true corrector, or like summon him with, you know, a beacon of power or whatever, someone else appears. Someone else shows up. And it's Rampage R5. Now, he's on a mission to find the true corrector. Because the true corrector killed, you know, all of his friends and all of his family. And presumably killed Star as well. I skipped a whole thing, and I'll get to that in a second. And he tells him about Star. And Onyx looks at him, and he's like, I knew someone that, like you're describing. This girl showed up, and she killed one of our friends that was called Corrector R6. And, you know, Rampage is like, whoa, that's interesting. This does kind of sound like the Star I know. But this is obviously before she died. So, they get there, they handle Friend. While they do that, Comet dies, Geo dies, Rocco dies, but Rocco and Geo are already turned into friends. And then they go. They leave. Season 7 was Star's backstory. It was, this fungal virus and infection that turned things into zombies and everyone was dying. And she found a friend through all of it. She befriended someone. And he was a hopeful person. He wanted to cure the world. He wanted to do everything right. And when he did that, when he went to cure the world, because he figured it out, he was then attacked by a corrector, Corrector R7, who killed him. Hi, Ducky. There will never be a cure. There was a cure, Boba. They did cure it. Hello, Ducky. How are you doing today? And he showed up, He said, "Oh, I'm a loser. I can't believe that you cured it without me. Oh, I'm gonna correct you." And he killed this character. Then he went over to Star. He gloated, "Oh, I saved your world. I killed that loser. I'm so cool." And Star, in a fit of rage, killed him. She then took his armor, took his ship, and went on to go to the Season 6 and Season 5 worlds. In Season 8, we returned to the Season 4 world. We see King Rampage, we see, Princess or Queen Star, whatever. The Fallen Kingdom. And dude, it's beautiful. The castle was rebuilt. It's, 5 times larger than it used to be. There's villagers living in the kingdom now. I mean, it's been years. And their kingdom finally recovered. And they've escaped all the drama. And then Rampage R5 shows up and he's like, "Hey, I know that y'all don't like drama. I know that y'all don't like when people make noise. But I need to make some noise and get the true corrector to pull up so I can kill him." And so they try to open rifts. They destroy the castle, opening that demonic rift again. They open up another rift next to Rampage's ship. And then Rampage and Star from Reality 4 go to open up a rift. They're sucked into it. That's when the true corrector shows up. He's like, "Oh, it sucks that they were sucked in there because I wouldn't even go in there. Losers, whatever." Jiansa. And that's what I'm doing for my streams. That's really cool, Becky. Jiansa, human. "Oh, I want my king and princess back." He goes to fight. He swings his sword at the true corrector, misses, trips a little bit. The true corrector then pulls out his sword and just lobs his head off. Super quick, like he was nothing, because he was really nothing. So he was corrected. Onyx Knight is there. He witnesses this with, Rampage R5. He's like, for her friends, Jiansa was a dude that season, Bobo. It's like the one season that you played a guy and you still forgot. You shouldn't fight the true corrector. Then we move on to Season 9. We meet all these correctors. R25, R21, R14, R3. And they just corrected their own worlds. And they're excited. "Oh, I can't wait to do more. We're going to correct more. We're going to, And then they arrive on the wrong world. It's not the world of correctors. And everyone blames R3. "Oh, you idiot, you messed up the GPS." It wasn't the GPS. The ship magically diverted and took them to this planet for some strange reason. Of the world of correctors. Well, the world of correctors is a lie. It's not actually real. If that makes sense. Because the correctors are, it's a ploy. There was... That would have been more explained in Season 9, but there was deleted dialogue for the true corrector that he would have said to R3 and stuff like that. But that was if y'all got to his main ship instead of him showing up to your ship. But, yeah, I mean, there's no city of correctors. I probably will explain it at some point to y'all. But the correctors, their lives are all lies, if that makes sense. Wait, there's deleted scenes? Of course, dude. I write, lines and lines of dialogue all the time, and y'all don't get to see half of them. The true corrector has way more lines than y'all have ever seen. But they arrive at this, this place, and they struggle. They fight a Spinosaurus and almost kills them. That's when they find R9. She's like, well, you guys are in the wrong world. That the world of correctors is actually blah blah blah. And she leaves in her tiny little ship after calling R25 cute. Whatever. It's like a throwaway line, right? R21 gets mad at that. Oh, I hate you, you stupid human-looking thing. Why can't you have a snout like the rest of us? And then, they fight. They argue. R25 gets some gifts from R9. Then they meet R4. And he's this cool mythical corrector who has, basically a resume of planets he's destroyed. And instead of being like, wow, you're so cool, R21's like, ew, you have a human nose and lips. With her fake nails, fake lashes, fake hair. Fake lipstick. Why is she even wearing lipstick? She doesn't have lips. She has jowls. She was not sorry, Bobo. You can't just say she was sorry for it. You don't... Why are you being an apologist for her? She was a jerk. She died for being a jerk. What's up, Ducky? Do I like sushi? Yes, but no. I don't like fishy sushi because I don't eat fish. But the concept of sushi is cool. I don't know. I was never a big seafood person in general. Thank you. But it has to be fresh. I mean, if you're eating sushi, right? Like, it has to be fresh. Trying to think here, guys. You've never had sushi? That's crazy. You hate sushi? I know, Star. It's too fishy, right? Yeah, you don't like seafood because it's too fishy. You guys know if you're allergic to shellfish, you're also allergic to cockroaches. So next time you're eating lobster, just think you're basically eating a cockroach. It's true. But yeah, so they see her. They're like, wow, that's so cool. She says, I have a giant ship. Look how beautiful it is. And they're like, wow, that is pretty beautiful, But they break in. They see there's beds, there's rooms, all this stuff. There's a message board with notes saying, blah, blah, blah. This character is this character is that, this character is, you're thinking of Corrector 38, Bobo. Maybe you'll like it. Sushi. I like honeysuckle sushi. There's no fish. It doesn't even really taste like sushi. It's honey and like tofu skin and stuff. It's really good. You should try it, Bobo. R9 shows up. Why are you guys here? But she only sees, R25. But then she's like, hey, this door was ripped off of its hinges. You know, who could have done that? And she's like, oh, maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe it just, and as she's, calming herself down, R25's like, oh no, that was me. Because she's trying to cover for her friends. And R3 trips, he falls down, gets saved by R9, but she's like, why the hell were you here? She says, I could kill you, and I probably should, but I won't. She lets them all go. The next day, R25's given the choice to, and I know I didn't say anything about the ERS. But, okay, fine, I'll just go back a few pages. I mean, we kind of did, right? I mean, we didn't make it, but didn't we visit a world kind of like that? Oh, no, we did not. Oh, man. Yeah, I must be, hallucinating. Um, but yeah, so they see an ERS agent. What is the ERS, guys? From, the recap so far, what I said the ERS was. Come on, someone heard me. And the external, no, it's the Emerald Revenue Service. Anyway, so but that's not true. They're not really the Emerald Revenue Service. They're really the extra dimensional research syndicate. Yeah. They invented Friend. They researched the parasite that was, infecting everything in the season 7 world. Friend was a freak in the sense that he was a freak accident. He was a mistake. He was a disgusting monstrosity that they accidentally made. One is, they're like, wow, I've never heard of this before. R9's like, oh, I've heard of it. They're a bunch of losers that think they're more powerful than me. So he goes, blows up the entire base. No, it's not that, Ducky. She goes and blows up the entire base that they have on that world. She looks at R25. She looks at R25 and she looks at R25 and says, "Hey, we could go." And R25 turns. She looks at R3 and hi Annie. Go bald, Annie. Go bald. No, she looks at R3, and she's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go because you're here. Or thank you, Star. I was just typing it. Maybe I shouldn't go because you're here. And then R21 walks up and says some super racist stuff, and R25 is like, yeah, I can't stay here anymore. So she bounces. She leaves. At that point, they're introduced to someone, and then R21, after saying all that, just runs away and goes to hide in the woods or something. Yeah. Bro, shut up. Goes, goes, I'm breaking today, guys. Goes to hide in the woods. And then they meet Scout, who meant to go to a different world, but she was sent to this world instead. Just like how the others were. How weird is that? Once they're there, they think, oh, we gotta go correct this other monster. So they go through the portal, they're gonna go correct it, and then the portal explodes and they're trapped there. R3 then spends, 2 weeks trying to break them out. He gets them out back to the world that they're, currently living at. And then the true corrector pulls up. You know, Hola, I'm the true corrector. I'm so big and bad. Because when he pulls up and sees, that R3 convinced Scout to help him build a rocket ship, and they have this beautiful, thing, and they discovered how to make it. And the true corrector is like, only me and R9 ever discovered true space travel. But you, Scout, you were able to discover it. The Scout and R3 are two of the only 4 correctors to discover space travel. But so he then, sees R21 and is like, anyway, I killed R9, I killed, I didn't kill R9, sorry, I killed R4, I killed R5 inadvertently for both. I killed 1,000 other correctors, and R9's dead too. And then he says, who here truly still wants to be a corrector? R21 walks up, not really knowing what's going on. I want to be a corrector. You have a snout, unlike the others. You must be cool. So yeah, I want to be a corrector. She walks up, he hands her a bottle. He's like, then drink this. Everyone else is saying, no, you idiot, don't drink that. She drinks it anyway. Then she kind of becomes a zombie, tries to kill everyone. She gets put down like a rabid dog. I mean, like Bobo, everyone said don't do it. But so R14 stays, R3 and Scout are like, hey, let's go to space. They explore space. They spend maybe a week there. They're like, hey, this isn't for us. Let's go back. They go back. It's been a week. R14's like, no, it's been, X amount of years. I already corrected this whole world while y'all were gone. Oopsie. Huh. He was the best corrector in the party. He was. But Bobo, most correctors could handle that world in like 15 minutes. So he was a great corrector for compared to them, but compared to all the others, he sucked. Still, I mean, they all kind of did. They were still learning everything. But then Rampage R5 shows up. He says, hey. Or no, he doesn't show up. They see. Sorry, I must have messed it up, guys. They see, an anomaly detected. So they go up to it. It's a satellite. They see Rampage R5 there. He has a longer beard than he has in previous seasons. He says, hey, I'm looking, to find this person and kill this person. They agree to team up. And then, I don't know. They agree to team up, so they go back to the world. Can I ask what this is? So we play Minecraft, Annie, as you know, and we've had a slight story going on for way too long, and someone asked me to do a recap on whatever's been going on, so I'm attempting to. It's been 8 months in the working or something. There's so much. Okay, perfect. Sorry. And so much story, and I'm still missing so much of it, Star. The cow just moo at me? I know, it's crazy. Like all the behind the scenes, dude, if I told you all the behind the scenes of how I do this stuff, it would take me 100 hours. I've spent probably a few hundred hours making this realm work. But they pull up. They say, okay, we'll help you kill this person. We'll help you kill the true corrector. They all go to bed. At nighttime, the true corrector shows up. He hands Scout a note and is like, you shouldn't go. This note had some, revealing information about it. Blah, blah, long story short, Scout is his daughter. So she's like, yeah, I can't help you guys. I'm just going to run away and leave. Sure, Star. Whatever you want to believe. So they go. Just R3 goes up with Rampage. He says, okay, I'll help you. I'm sorry that Scout didn't. And then he meets, Star R7. He meets the Onyx Knight. He's like, I thought you said there was more members. Where's this other member that you're talking about? Saren, or whatever. Onyx is like, oh, she's probably sleeping, but she's not really in her room. So she's doing, something. She's on a quest or whatever. And then they try their hardest to get the true corrector, get to his ship. They can't do that. They failed every step of the way. And then he just pulls up on their ship and is like, y'all suck too much at finding me. I'll just show up. Is my goat wearing a skirt? It is. It is. Kill Kid and Malicious make those scrunchies, actually. I was thinking about getting a few more. Just for the goat. But, sorry. Yeah, so the true corrector shows up. He says, why would my daughter try to kill me? That's why she didn't show up. He kills R3. Oh, by the way, just before this, they found out R14 was brutally murdered from an explosion. But he kills R3. We should have killed Scout from the start. That's a crazy take. But that reminds me, Bobo's murderous character was kind of recreated as a dream figure and tells R3 before he goes on this mission, this is the beginning of the end. And she shows him a portrait of, a man in a gold mask. But then R3 gets murdered by the true corrector. So I guess it was the beginning of the end, right? Because he died. That recruit Vexia? Okay, but I thought you hated her character. Anyway, there was a little alien that they found. She pulled up on the ship. R3 gets killed. Vexia's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. She dies instantly. She was basically alive for 5 days. You know, like, she was useless. So, nobody would want a dad ugly, maybe she... shut up, Bobo. Rampage is like, okay, Star, since you want to so bad, I need you to light this bomb. And by the way, this bomb is super powerful and it's in the vacuum of space. The true corrector doesn't have armor on anymore. But Star doesn't have a totem either. And she's like, okay, I'll light it. But then, and Rampage says, but you need to promise me you'll try to get to the escape pod with us. And she's like, okay, I'll promise. She lights the bomb and then grabs the true corrector, kind of forcing him to stay. She does not go to the escape pod. Big explosion, lots of death. But Rampage and the Onyx Knight are able to escape, and that leads into Rampage Realm X. There we go! That took just enough time, right guys? Why did that take so long? One turn. Hey, man, and I still missed a lot. It's like a 5-hour storyline. Oh, and when they arrived in this world, whether it was the atmosphere burning everything up or whatever, all of their armor and weapons are gone. Hey, Onyx. What's your cooking good looking? Is that what you were saying, Ducky, or were you just asking? Onyx? Dude, look how cool it is! Yeah! I like this way too much. It's over. Ducky, you think they have hibachi in Japan? It's just like a dude wearing, you know, a trucker hat and a Leonard Skinner t-shirt, drinking a Miller Lite and cooking a burger. Because, I mean, like... Guys, ads are going to start in about 1 minute. Make sure you get food, water, snacks, anything you may need or want. I'll be here before, during, and after the break. The one day... Dude, don't... Listen, you can call her that on her stream, but on my streams, I think she usually has a sandwich. Onyx. It's over. We can finally, you know, find peace. This is really sad because, like, the whole plan, you know, they were gonna find peace, they were gonna go to the beach because Star's best friend wanted to go to the beach and then he died before he could. She was gonna go in his honor, but she died. He never got her convertible car, she never got to go to the beach. Their lives were kind of taken over by this mission of hunting the true corrector, and in the end, it killed her. Bobo, you never told me what your name is going to be or anything like that, so... If I see you and your name is just Boba Jones, that's going to stay that way. Hello, Hector. Discord. You gonna tell me anything about this character or just the name, Bobo? Oh, you're wonderful. By the way, Bobo, if you somehow are able to die until until it's very easy to die, like it ever will be. If you're able to die this season, Bobo, it's just gonna be a canon death. No, I mean, genuinely, I think you would have to try to die this season. Like, look. Perfectly fine. Hello, creature. Those are pretty fun. Yeah, but if you abuse it, Bobo, you're just going to be put in spectator mode for the entire season. Hold up, y'all. Bobo found the village or something. Let's see. How hard is the crafting recipe? Not that hard, Bobo. You lose it, you can make it yourself. Ducky. Where did Onyx go? No, I know where you are, Opalite, but like, I don't know where you are, you know? I hate that that giant message pops up every time. Whoa. Bobo, I don't know. I don't even know your character yet. That's it. Like, why did you leave the... Oh man. All sorts turned around here. Hello, gentlemen.
Huh? Huh.
Loading up. Okay, so. I appreciate it. Oh. No, Bobo. That's not why I said I don't know. It's like you're always playing an old character. That's why I said I don't know. I don't know if you've ever played a character that's like not 500. I'm all sorts of lost here. What? Did you claim a village, Opalite? That's crazy. I'm guessing Vovo entered it, because I don't think I did. Well, Bobo just canonically died. How do you do that, Bobo? How do you die in peaceful mode? You're lucky I didn't meet your character yet, Bobo. You're really, really lucky. Need name? Okay. Why don't you type that in the Minecraft chat, Star? What? Nothing. No, no, I'm not actually mad. I'm sorry that sounded like I was. What is this? Why is there just a raft? What is that? It's a strange place. Baba Black Sheep. Have you? Never mind. Sorry, guys. Saren, how are you doing? I see you found my wreckage. Where's your shuttle? Is it over here? Or... Ah, there it is. Where's your armor? Did it burn up in the atmosphere as well? Yeah. You spoken to Onyx yet? No. Yeah, well. I mean, now that's over. Hopefully, we could find some peace. You seem pretty, awake. Don't use the mirror. Do not use the magic mirror. But yeah, you seem pretty awake for it being bright outside, Saren. Good. Okay. Doesn't you seem a little nice? Wow, sleeping animation. Y'all are gonna be so excited over all the tiny little things this season. Star, I did get you something. It doesn't really work, though. No, pick it up. But you can place it down and it works. Just tap it again. No, like that. Oh, well, there's something above it. Did it break? No, I can give you another one. It's fine. Just place it like in an open area and then, yeah. I know, so cool. I couldn't get one that like works how you wanted it to though, fortunately. Hello, pig. So life is all sunshine and rainbows here, huh? It's No need to yell at me. Oh man. Yes, Aaron. This like a temple or something? Whoa. What's this place? Places. Hello? Thank you. Why is this place so great? Thank you, Saren. Do your ears match your skin? They match? Good enough. And then why are things... I mean, did y'all kill monsters, or has there never been monsters, or... I call these lands this, even though I think it's a dumb name. I came up with it. Like, okay. You know what? It's just the perfect place of peace and love. I don't get it. But why? Your god? Okay, thank you. Why are there so many termites? Is this a prayer room? Saren. Oh, Bobo. You, you look a little different, Bobo. You should you should relog. you should... So that's what Steve looks like, I guess, with this texture pack. Saren. Don't you think this place is a little strange? Oh, hi. Hi. No, it's not Season X. It's not. It's just X. I don't know why I read that. Like, I love the animations so bald. I mean, no, it's in the title. It's not Season X, okay? I told y'all there would not be a Season X, okay? And I did not lie when I said that. You can just call it X, guys. I feel like Elon when he turned Twitter into X. You just call it X. Bro. Ow. Yes. Dude, I need to. I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna go to my Discord server and send a list of sprites I need. We're getting to that point where, like, I think I have to acquire some. Via trading. So cool that I found a skin last second. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I just can't always make you a skin. You know. Is it a Minecraft original or is it just on the marketplace? Because it's very different from Minecraft original to on the market. The W Watch Streak Overlord. Yeah, I know. And that's one of the reasons I didn't make the skin that you sent me, Bobo, because it was just like another anime character, right? I didn't look at it. I just figured it was probably another anime character. And I like for every skin we use to either be like from the marketplace or an original IP that we have. And I think I've told you that before, that I don't want to make anime skins. What, Bobo? I don't know. What, anyone? Raven? What Raven? Fortnite? I see what you're saying. Lava gets you quick, Bobo. Ooh. Oh, you're doing a quest? You need a raven or something? Jeez, that fire just burnt everything away so fast. This is how Rampage dies. He gets trapped in a burning mine shaft. So much lava from one source. Like a force of nature tried to kill me. I won't let him die to lava. That would be like the... I feel like that's how all like really good characters die. They can't die to, you know, a big boss. They just die to like natural causes. Rampage won't die to this, but you know, the smoke from this years later actually catches up to him. He probably got stuck or something. We had so many W watch streaks today, guys. Saren. In all the years that we've gone, who knows how many planets, how many of them have been peaceful?
Huh.
Oh. I don't know. It's wouldn't it be it's so perfect that after Star dies, then we get a peaceful life. That's all she wanted. She just wanted peace, and now she's gone, and we get peace. That feels so cheap. Did he just sneeze? Did y'all just hear the villager go, ha, like what? Sir? Marcos? Why are you so surprised by that? Name reveal? Oh, man. I don't know. Possibly. 25. Okay, Christmas goose, no money. Has anyone seen Onyx? I haven't seen him in a while. Not even close. Okay. It was just, I wasn't actually saying that was your name. Like, you were just so surprised that villager had that name. Oh, that's cool. And your real name is Mr. Alfredo Sauce. Come on. I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I know it. Look, we caught him. Thank you. Wait, Overlord is, yeah, Overlord is Mr. Alfredo Sauce. What a W name, I know. You know, Saren, I was thinking we could, try to find a place to build a. We could try to find a place to build a house. I don't know, maybe because you were sniffing the back of my neck, you freak. What's up, Zero? Cheerios. Okay. But no. Oh, it's Noah's. I got it. No, his name is No-O. It's like Noos. Yeah. No, it's not a joke. I'm serious. Carlos, he's a chicken. Overlord's brother is a chicken. Confirmed. Not in the sense of cowardice, strictly in the sense of he is a bird. Well, actually, Ducky figured it out. So let's give credit to Duck Linguini. Yeah, I forgot your new name is the Christmas Goose, no money. Honk. Could so easily just perma kill you, dude. Oh, what? Because he has an entire town named after him? Oh boy! I thought we said no to slavery. Guys, ads are gonna start in about 1 minute. Make sure to get food, water, snacks, anything you may need or want. I'm abolishing this right now. Put that in your history books, guys. Rampage. Never mind. Goodbye. Well, apparently I didn't remind him. It's not my fault that he wanted to enslave innocent people. Enjoy your ads, guys. Got California rolls. I think a lot of people like California rolls. Maybe you're not a sushi person. I'm not a big sushi person. There's like one thing that I have ever liked. And it happened to be like... Don't touch that. Is that how we're all gonna die? The snail just touches us and it's the immortal snail. Yo. Yo, I'm so dumb. I could live at one of these houses, probably. I would just need to tear out the inside and then, you know, refurnish and rebuild everything. What do you want? This woman looks gorgeous. We found Overlord Life. Go for a popularity vote, I guess. Where's Saren run off to this time? The rain's kind of washing away her footsteps, so I gotta be quick. Hmm. Yeah, I don't even know how the boat spawned in. What are you saying, Star? I'm sorry. Alright, I'm muting just Discord for a little bit. Overlord's blowing up my ears. I wanted him here or not. I think it's because I yelled at him yesterday for TPAing me while we were in a cutscene. Because then it pops up on my screen. But no, I didn't want you here, Bobo. No, that makes sense, Star. What you're saying makes sense, 100%. Over 6 hours of work left today. Oof. Take it easy, bro. HTTP, Bobo to override. There we go. Thank you, Bobo. It has salt into the game. What are you looking at, Saren? Why did I do that? Because I didn't need you here at the moment. Sorry, I didn't want you there at the moment, so I got rid of you. Huge statue. And that's nothing against you, Bobo, but like when you make these characters, if you stick to a character that's kind of sus of you too much, they're going to be even more sus of you. It is. What do you think it's of? No, I mean, Bobo, you don't have to actively just, like, be next to my character all the time. You can build houses, you can do stuff like that. It's still Minecraft at the end of the day. Because if you need armor at one point, and you don't have armor because you didn't play enough to get armor, you should not ask me for armor. You know? What do you think the statue is of, Sarah? A loser? What do you mean a loser? A masked man. So, is it just me, or did you notice like a lot of houses with the prayer rooms and temples of worship? Do you think those all lead to that? Yeah, Ducky. Oh man. All right. Anyway, I was looking for you because I was thinking whether it's at the village or just outside of it, we could build a house since it's a peaceful place. And all of the ships that we have are not working anymore. I checked. It's like the engine from your escape shuttle and the engine from the True Corrector's escape shuttle that we use. They're both just gone. Just like how my armor and weapons were gone. No build, but you decorate. When I was in your world, I saw your pretty little house. Decorations. It's funny, these sharks cannot attack you. When's the last time you played a game that had peaceful sharks? Like, even if I attack it, it won't attack me. Anyway. I like how, like, if I ever switch this off of peaceful mode, Bobo's gonna be the first person to, like, jokingly attack a tiger and then just get brutally murdered. Alright, let's go back. Or do you want to stay here, next to that giant statue? You want to stay? Bro, there's delay. I'm sorry. Alright, let's go. These are not better on Bedrock cows, but we were still able to get the flower cows back because I know you guys love them so much. Star. This season is very beautiful in terms of, you know, the environment. You're gonna, wow, this so fun. Can they make those cows official? I wish. They're so cool. Onyx. Bro is slumbering. Look at this guy. Onyx, wake up. Come on. So what, you just walked up to this village, claimed it as yours, and no one objected? That's interesting. Anyway, I need one of these houses. Is it fine if I just take whichever one I want? I'm not taking one, stripping out the insides. Alrighty, thank you. I'm gonna connect these two. Is it bad luck to break a vase, guys? I think so, right? Onyx, you got a pickaxe? But what? That was never an idea I had, Bobo. I'm sorry, but like, no, there's no corrector role. I don't. You came up with that idea and just thought everyone would run with it. It's not happening. Don't look at me like that. It's not happening, dude. I don't know what to say. Who hated the idea? Bobo, it's my server. I can't just flood it with roles that have no meaning. I thought about maybe adding a role that was like you played as a corrector, but we already know who did that. And I wouldn't add individual roles for corrector R21 like you wanted me to. To be screaming? No, because Bobo, it's like I'm not. You know what? I'm not fighting you over this. I never told you I was gonna do that, so I don't know why you just acted like I was going to. Thanks. I Did someone mass craft elf ears? Of course someone did, bro. What texture pack? It's a lot of texture packs. It's not just one. But I think mainly it's realistic VFX or whatever. But yeah, no seasons ever just have one texture pack. I put in a lot of work to make these seasons look beautiful. I think we have like most seasons 15 different texture packs running. Thank you. Oh, Overlord, I appreciate that. Guys, look at the leaf decay this season. Because remember, it used to always, like, the leaves either wouldn't decay or they'd take too long to decay, and now it's, like, almost instant. Right? Do you need something? Yeah, I am. Game mode, spectator. I thought it was too. But maybe not. Oh, that's a good question. Slash game notes. Let me just check my settings. Keyboard and mouse. Oh, but like, what's the thing called? Is it block select or something? What's it called? Or like I can grab a block. Pick block. What is button 3? Oh, but like, what is button 3 on keyboard and mouse? I don't. It's like. I'm not sure what you mean. In my settings on keyboard and mouse, it's like pick block is keybind to button 3. What is button 3? Middle button on mouse. Thank you. This is slice of life star. So it is modded. The peach tree. Slice of life. But I thought it was exactly what you thought it was. Thank you, Epilite. I appreciate it. That's why it's good to have a keyboard and mouse player in the chat, guys, because while they hate you for playing on console, they're really useful. All jokes, of course. Yeah, what? So Xbox is adding like an emulator now or something to PC? Thank you, Nightbot. Sorry, Nightbot just gets really excited when someone mentions Xbox and has to say my username. I'm pretty sure it was Baldur's Gate that made me add it. I think. Someone type tribe in the chat. I think it was Baldur's Gate. Star would know. Alright, Ducky, is this the thing? Wow. Wow. It's like a wallpaper. Is this gonna be my phone wallpaper now, Ducky? Is that... Baldur's Gate. What about Baldur's Gate? Do you miss it? Do y'all want a Baldur's Gate return? Is that what I'm hearing? If there's enough demand for any given week, I will bring it back. Go. No, shut up, bro. Onyx, I'm gonna be so for real. I broke your pickaxe. Oh, thank you. Here's it for Lucy. We just need to get rid of this. It's Slice of Life. Slice of Life is a mod, right? Hopefully, isn't it a mod on Java? Yeah, Star. It's a modded tree. It's not a. It's not what we thought it was. There is a cave under it, but it's not the cave you want. And it's like 200 blocks under it. Yeah, Slice of Life. It's only Bedrock? Wow. I feel like I've heard of it before, but it's new on the marketplace. Ah, man, my throat is like burning. I'm almost at the 3-hour mark anyway, so I'm not gonna call it quits, but... Ah, I hate it. Hate it, hate it. But Star, it's a peach tree, so you can get peaches from it. Be a peach farmer. That was her dream job as a child, by the way. She wanted to be a fruit farmer. For those that don't know. It's obviously what it was. Because then you can make peach cobbler. Hopefully. I'd still say it's good to stock up on food, you know? Even if you don't need to eat, you should still eat for your sanity. No, slice of life, life, Ducky. This is a critical misunderstanding. Been working hard to get this house cleaned up, dude. I need more sandstone. I guess it doesn't need to all be perfect. All right, there we go. Hello? Did you want this? Oh, W trade. Oh, he has a diamond. I'll get a diamond one when he gets another right one. Oh man. You know, Twitch always sends me this thing. See which viewers from today's stream I can reach out to and send a personal shout out to. Now, it's interesting. I don't really know how this works. So we're gonna do it right now. Okay. Let's do it. Wow. I wonder what that, like... Oh. That's interesting. We'll try that one day. Crazy thing, I yapped for an hour about like the recap or whatever. And I still miss stuff. I'm still thinking like, oh, I missed this and I missed that. Because, dude, the realm, it's like so much stuff has happened. This started, what, 6 months ago maybe? I think I wrongfully said 8 earlier, but no, I think it's been going on since February. What's up, Vampire? How you doing? Pretty good. It's never a bad day. I never have a complaint. I don't. No, it's going good, dude. I can't mix them. It would be cool if I could mix them, you know? Oh. It's onyx. I think that's water. Oh. Oh, I almost hit a spike. Buddy. What's up, ducky? What? I crashed? How long did I crash, ducky? Have you seen Saren? Massive. You know what else is master? Massive. I think it's safe for jumping. It's fine. Is this sulfur? This is limestone. Bro, that's not... I'm about the low taper fade. Not the Christmas goose. Oh, man. Oh, is that diamonds? Oh, yeah. That's so real, Ducky. Wow, it's just a sunbeam right there. Hopefully Saren gets back soon enough. That's fine. We have lemonade cows and boba cows. That's funny. Cotton candy sheep. The maid golem. Oh yeah, I forgot we can get fat cats. Divas. Of course we can get plushies, right? Bed frames. A gaming chair. An RGB desk. Dude, Saren's gonna become a professional Fortnite streamer. Ducky, look, it's you! Posters. Why do I feel like I've seen this 1,000 times? Don't tell Cheese it's Pink Miku. Stream Rampage Realm in the Rampage Realm. So meta, dude. Mailboxes? Finally, dude. Dude. I mean, we've wanted mailboxes in the realm for years. Years. For seasons, plural. Years, bro. It was like a little ducky on a sticky note. No, it made me think of you. Different cakes, a corrector fridge, guys! It's a corrector fridge and a corrector frying pan and a corrector oven. Even when they're all dead, they still haunt us with kitchen utilities. Donuts, ice cream, sushi, ceiling fan. Kitchen appliances? Is that not what I said? A TV? A goth clock? Wallpaper. And I said you bro. I'm sorry. Oh man. Yo! Star, look, it's your headphones. Not the ones you have, but like the ones on your wish list. If I die, is it canon? Flash TP, Rampage, Starlight. Oh my. This is quite the predicament. Hold up. Do you want to die? It's not canon, because Bobo died, I guess, and we didn't count that. So I'll give you the death if you want it. You also have a TPA card, though, right? Whoa. I saved your life. Nice. Oh, do you still want to explore? I'm sorry. That's my fault. Wow. Now the book is gone forever. But yeah, Opalite, you sent the Corecraft add-on into like the Minecraft chat or whatever, and it was like, dude, I'm using that for X. And that was so funny. Cause like I couldn't say that, you know? I can't tell you how many times y'all have figured out like a add-on I'm gonna use or a plot twist I'm gonna do for a season. You know? Was that a teapot? Most likely. Most likely. I feel like I'm about to start getting 5 a.m. DMs again saying, oh, I'm lost in the ocean. Can you TP me? I feel like that this season is going to be one of those. No idea what you shut up, Ducky. um, this is a fun stream. It was a good intro into, I think. Rest in peace, Star R7. You know. W stream, I appreciate it. Oh, Doug's live. I know you guys love Doug so much. Let me check my chat to see what y'all's reaction to Doug being live is. Guys, who's excited to go say hi to Doug? Guys. No, check out the Discord, y'all. That's how you can talk to, you know, I know Twitch is lying. It says typical gamer only has 6 viewers. Guys, should we raid over to the small streamer? He only has 6 viewers right now. You know, I love to support small streamers, so. Why does typical gamer only have 6 viewers? Oh, man. I know Twitch is just bugging, but that's pretty funny. Do a Kim raid.
Really want to do, like, you know how people go into other, like, fills and ask what they think a X sounds like? I want to do that really bad.
Yo, kids here?
Like, what is it?
Yo,
what does an AR sound
Hill!
like?
What's up, Hill?
I've seen like a video where like they ask people.
Zanny as well. Everyone's joining in as I'm ending. It's crazy.
And then
Thanks for stopping by, everyone. I appreciate it. Oh man, Rampage Realm X. I think it was a successful start. The world is peaceful. I mean, genuinely, when have we ever had a realm that was peaceful? It's beautiful. For now, no, the correctors are dead. We killed the correctors. All of them died, and then the true corrector was exploded by Star R7. Like, it's over. We've won, Overlord. The war is over. Peace and love, guys. Bye. What are you talking about, Ducky?
oh gosh, dude, the Riz is strong today. I'm telling you.